Obviously, the title and words in the thumbnail are very slightly misleading because obviously I didn't fix Mirage and neither did you unless you're a Respawn dev, in which case, hi Respawn dev. But the reason I named it that is because it's a throwback to the Can We Fix It series that I did probably two and a half months ago by now. And the very first one that I did was about Mirage. Now, I'm going to talk about the changes that I had recommended then, and I'm going to compare it with what we just got 2 days ago, and then I'm going to talk about whether or not the changes that we got 2 days ago is actually enough for Mirage. But that's enough of an intro, so let's get right into this. So, I just went back and I watched the Can We Fix Them for Mirage and Lifeline. I'll have a link somewhere for that, probably in the description and the pinned comment. So you can go check that out for yourself. I'll just put the playlist down and pin it for you guys. I think that's probably the best thing to do. But the changes that I had recommended is first for the passive, that whenever Mirage is using anything like a respawn beacon or reviving teammates or using certain healing items like a Phoenix kit, that he would actually go invisible. For his tactical, I had recommended that whenever he was throwing out a bamboozle, it should be one of his teammates. So if there's a caustic and a lifeline on the team, if he throws out a bamboozle, there's a 33% chance that it's a lifeline, 33 that it's Mirage, and then 33 that it's caustic. That way there'd be a 100% bamboozle rate because squads couldn't take the risk of not shooting it. My reasoning behind that being, you wouldn't expect anybody other than Mirage to be a holo, so you obviously would have to shoot it just to be safe. That way Mirage and his teammates could be able to see where enemies were whenever he threw out a holo. And then finally, for Mirage's ultimate ability, I had recommended that they literally just copy and paste the Dummy's Day Off, where he would have 6 other Mirages all running around doing the same thing, crouching, sliding, jumping with their weapons out and all that awesome stuff. So let's compare it to what we actually got on Tuesday. So the passive is actually very similar to what I had recommended in that whenever Mirage is respawning now or reviving, he turns invisible, which is really, really cool. It actually works phenomenally because there's a little bit of like a flicker at the beginning, so you can't just run over to somebody and immediately like that turn invisible. There's a little bit of a trail there so people know, which for me has played out phenomenally, especially during battles. You can get behind a rock and res your teammate and people don't even see it. Now this raises a lot of questions about how much farther they've kicked Lifeline out of the meta. Well, I think that's probably going to be for a different video, although I am going to touch on it after we talk about whether or not he's been fixed. Now for Mirage's tactical ability, when he throws out a decoy now, he can press H on keyboard. I'm not sure what button it is on console, but he can actually take control over his decoy and have it mimic his actions, run with him, slide, jump, all that crazy stuff. In fact, I saw this on Reddit. If I can find the video, I'll show it to you guys. It might be long gone by now because I saw it a couple days ago. But when you turn invisible after you're downed, if you're controlling your decoy, that dude will still crawl around with you. And if you self-res, that dude is going to self-res with you, which means that if you're self-resing while you're invisible, or if you're in a corner and your dude's kind of far away, you can actually lead people away from you to your decoy. So there's a lot of detail in this. There's a lot of really good functionality that I think people are going to continually discover for a long time because Respawn has really, really dug deep with this Mirage rework, and I think they did a phenomenal job. But the ultimate is also what we said that it was going to be. It's just a copy and paste version of the emergency dance party from Dummy's Day Off. It also recharges very quickly, which is nice. You really don't even need to use ultimate accelerants or anything. It comes up like in the blink of an eye. You use it and it's back up like another tactical, honestly. So we were 2 for 3. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take a 66%. That's passing, at least by college standards. However, the emergency dance party actually isn't as good as I previously thought it would be. Now, if they were to combine the emergency dance party with the 4 seconds of invisibility, I think Mirage would actually be a little overpowered. So I don't know. I like Mirage's current state. Obviously, Mirage is not going to be any kind of top contender for most picked in competitive matches or ranked matches or even in regular play, but this is definitely going to give Mirage a huge boost. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that Mirage is getting his Heirloom this season, which is very exciting. And I think it might actually have something to do with Mirage's rework, getting people excited to play Mirage and then dropping that Heirloom. So a really smart marketing decision by Respawn. Although, as I said, it's not going to make Mirage a top contending legend, but definitely, I'd say in about a week, I'm going to do a pick rate video because I am incredibly interested to see where Pathfinder is, where Mirage is, where Loba is, because you can't do that too close to the beginning of the season because it's very skewed towards legends who get big updates or new legends, or nerfs. You have to give people, I'd say, at least 10 days to settle into the season. So if you do want to see me go through that, you can hit the subscribe button underneath this video and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss it. As I said previously, this is going to take a huge chunk out of Lifeline. Now, I don't think Lifeline players are going to be ditching her and flocking over to Mirage. I think this is really going to deter new players from picking up Lifeline, and it's especially going to deter very fluid players, if you will, people who choose legends based on just what their team needs. If you've seen my streams, that's what Sean does. He tries to be like well versed in a lot of legends, so that if we need a Watson, he can be a Watson. If we need a Pathfinder, which nobody will ever anymore, but he can be a Pathfinder. And so nobody who is in that position is going to be picking Lifeline because both Gilbert and Mirage are now better healers. Having said that, Lifeline did get a little bit of a buff since now with gold armor, you don't heal faster. Instead, you double cells and syringes, which means she can now heal faster because of her passive and double it when she's wearing gold armor. And she's the only one who can do that, so that's definitely a little bit of a buff to her. I'm interested if she will have fallen or not when I do the pick rate video, but unfortunately, as I said, I gotta wait a little while for that. So just to kind of sum up my points, we hit the nail on the head as far as a new Mirage passive, which is that he can res and be invisible at the same time. We also hit the nail on the head with the emergency dance party, although I think that was a pretty easy one. It seemed like they were testing it out when they did Dummy's Day Off. However, they really threw us for a loop with being able to control your decoy, and I think it's actually better than what I had recommended, which was sending out replicas of your teammates. So that's going to be it for this video for right now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it either entertaining or informational, or at least enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I really do try with my gameplay. So thank you so much for watching. As I said already, if you like the kind of content that I make and you're not part of the club, you can join it by hitting that red subscribe button, and please do leave a like on the video before you head out, as that really helps boost me in search results. I'm a little channel, so I can use all the help I can get. But that is going to be it for me for this video for today, so until tomorrow, guys, take it easy.